Almighty Creator, Creator of the heavens and the earth, Creator of my being, Creator of your being. We pray. And for those who don't know how to pray, we pray for their sake, that your will be done, that your will be done in our lives. We pray for wisdom to come out of this. We pray for understanding to come out of this. Lord, give me the words in my mouth. In your holy name, amen. Give God the glory, everybody. I don't like to say hello because I don't like to wish people hell. But my one of my parents used to say heaven high because he wish you heaven. But I say give God the glory because we should give our Creator the glory, the one who made all this beauty, this complicity that man cannot do. So today is another day for the Black Love Unity Faith Mission Empowerment Week. But I want to stop you. This is for anybody. It's for anybody to listen to. Not just my people, but also for all of humanity to learn, what we have that to help us, and what helps us can help you also. So this is the Black Love Unity Faith Mission Empowerment Week. It was an 8-day week, and I declare no crime among the African American community, among the Black international community. I declare no crime for this particular week. This is an annual event. This is the 4th annual, and it's based on the movement to establish more trust, love, unity, prosperity, greater health, and leadership in the Black international community, with emphasis of self-defense and a reestablishment of culture, which is a non-racist, anti-violent movement to establish more trust, love, unity, prosperity, greater health, and leadership in the Black international community. I said it again, but that's the Black Love Revolution. Okay. And today is about self-defense and reestablishment of culture. Culture has been taken away from the African Americans, the people. It's because initially our ancestors came from another land. We had a culture, and it was stripped from us. It was stripped from us, and we have a long way to get it back. And because of what had happened in the 60s, which is part of what revolution is all about, going back in time to where Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X had enthralled the people before they were martyred. There was a lot of unity, which led to the civil rights movement, which made change. And because of the change, it affected positively all of us. It affected the people from all over the world. People all over the world know about Dr. Martin Luther King. They only know about certain leaders that some people wanted to promote, but there were other leaders as well that were also made a big difference. And I had just spoke about leadership. And we all are born leaders, but it's how you develop that leader inside of you, and how the environment affects you, that makes you the leader that you were to become. And we want to make a change, because what has happened when I'm gonna go back in history. When we, our young brothers have an issue, because for some reason their natural ability to defend and protect has been taken away from them. This is something that's natural in pretty much all of the animal world. You can see, the animals when they're born, they start play fighting, and then eventually they start to combat playfully, and then if there's trouble, then they fight. Okay, so this diversion has led to the crime in the streets. But we want to divert the attention away from the streets and put it where it belongs. And we're going to make a change to come in this community, and therefore I sing this song. It's not on. And later I would like to introduce to you someone special who's going to show you, demonstrate to you how self-defense can be of benefit to us. I was born by the river in a little town, and oh, just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keeps telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change's gonna come. Oh, yes it will. So now I go to my brother and sister. VIDIVA, Vidah Saeed, also known as VIDIVA. Now I have a brother who's going to come up right now to show you what the change is going to be about. Because we're going to be a people that's going to rise up from the rubbles. But as I said, everybody, when things change with us positively, it helps the rest of the world. So we got Brother Khalil. You're going to introduce yourself. He's going to demonstrate to you about self-defense, which is part of our reestablishment of culture.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Khalifa Abdur Razak. I'm a descendant of a long line of warriors, uncles, brothers, teachers, scholars, and also my lineage goes back to a divine line of musicians and entertainers. Like my father is a renowned musician, and his name is Mr. Eddie Backus Sr. My brother, Eddie Backus Jr., played with Pieces of a Dream for several years, for over 10 years, I'm sure. And he was the protege of Grover Washington Jr. Myself, I was in the Musicians Union, and I was my father's lead vocalist and percussionist for quite a few years. And but throughout the years, myself, at the age of 64 right now, I've been in the quest of knowledge. And this is what we all have to be in quest of that. For knowledge is the leader of effort, or the amir, we say in Arabic, of effort. So without knowledge, we can't have effort. If we don't have knowledge, no effort can be done. So we have to inculcate all the defensive mechanisms, offensive and defense, offense and defense in the art that I do. I do an art which is based from Indonesia and Malaysia. It's called Silat, and it has with it the 5 houses of Shaolin from China, and the 3 houses from the Wudong Mountains of China called Xingyi, Tai Chi, and Bakwa. So all this is in the art that I do. So it's a hybrid art of physics and an understanding of these sciences of offense and defense, negative and positive energy, balancing itself so that we can create and promote peace in life. First and foremost, though, we have to raise ourselves and our children to be these people that are going to affect society and affect the goodness, to bring out the goodness in the people of the earth. So these people have to be taught to think and strategize. What to do, what not to do, when to hold them, when to fold them. You understand? We have to get the true knowledge, not fake knowledge. Now, there's knowledge that'll lead us away from benefit, and there's knowledge that'll lead us to benefit, to the benefits of men that we can find in this worldly situation. But now, I'm going to show you something. Me and one of my sons, going to show you something that can be taught that will bring out an awareness in life and a more serious nature in youth that will equip them for acquiring and understanding and recognizing true knowledge throughout their lives. And this is something, these artistic movements will allow them to be able to differentiate between falsehood and negativity and goodness. So with that, I would like to inform you of who my teacher is, Master Arthur Sykes. And this is a picture of him, Master Arthur Sykes. He was the first non-Oriental master in Kung Fu. Before him, there was no non-Oriental or Chinese in Kung Fu that was accredited with a mastership. He was the first and the last. Also, his teacher was the man in the middle of this picture, Master Willem Reeders, Lu Shang. He was a mixture of Dutch and Chinese, but he was Dutch Indonesian and Chinese, and they called him possibly possibly the most dangerous man in the world at his time and when he was living. He taught my teacher, and Willem Reeders was a technical advisor on the board of the TV series Kung Fu, which was manned by starred David Carradine, and he would give them information of how the Shaolin Temple was run and different things he would advise them on for their TV series, so that they would know the proper application of the movements, the arts within the art, like the animal systems within the technical names of the systems. Everything is done with animal movements and instinctive techniques, done like how animals spontaneously move on a situation and are instinctively equipped with these auto techniques. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you some science, and we're going to allow you to understand something that should be taught to the children. I taught my children from the age of 3. I started them at the age of 3. A lot of people start at age 7 or older. But I started at the age of 18 and moved all the way up to right now. They call me, I don't call myself a master or an Arabic ustad, teacher, instructor, or in Indonesian, pindakar, or one who thinks ahead. So with that, I'm going to bring my son up. Oh, I wanted to show one other picture, which is in this book, The Way of the Warrior. In the Southeast Asian version, a section of this book, The Way of the Warrior, by Chris Crudelli. There's this picture right here in representing Reader's Kung Tao Silat, which is a Chinese and Indonesian version of what we do. It's called Kung Tao Silat, the art. And so we're two Americans representing an Indonesian system from Southeast Asia. So with that, this is my son, my youngest son, Khalil Abdurazak. Khalil, he's the youth. And I'm going to show you some basic movements and teach you how to move and understand movement for survival and reaction on someone advancing towards you or assailing you, taking their aggressions out on you. So this is defensive maneuvers or maneuvers that can help them not to hurt you or themselves. So right now, I'm going to show you how we defend ourselves basically. So this right here, when someone is coming straight, which usually they come straight at you, or they may come straight at you and hook the punch, and we're going to move this way in an angle backwards and counter, or we're going to move this way in an angle forward and counter. So we're doing everything on the triangle right now. Right now we're doing everything on the triangle. We move in angles, circles, and squares. And the footwork is the major part of this art. Understanding the footwork. So if he did the same punch, again, I'm circling now. I will circle. This is circle movement, circular movement. This is an angular movement. So I'm moving an angle. See? So I put that hand in the angle, 45-degree angle. Here, and I counter. And he tries to throw the other hand, and I counter. And that goes to circle again. So these things, this is hybrid now. It's not to talk to anybody, everybody, and everybody. So here I go. So I might move backwards in an angle. Okay? Now do the same thing. That was the circle at the top. So I moved in a 45-degree angle, backwards, count. He throws the other one. I might go this way. And I move back here. And I love this. Now, that's to the groin. Okay, so these are the basics. These are the basics of the art that we do. And it's hybrid art. So also, if he wants to kick at me, if he thinks he's that good, he likes to kick, I can move the same thing. Again, I can spin off. Huh? I can spin off, moving on the circle. Huh? Or I could damage his leg. Look, like that. With the forearm, with the elbow. Okay? But you have to learn the basics. You have to learn the basics first. Or I could run. Because I like it. I don't want to hurt him. Or I can run this way. You understand? But it's easy to hurt someone. But we don't want to do that. We want to teach. It's easy to hurt someone, but we want to teach them. We don't want to hurt them. And we want to enlighten them so they can be part of us, part of the movement for betterment in the world and betterment in ourselves. So here's another technique, kind of like running but not running. So we're going to punch or hit again. Huh? It's all about time. Huh? Again. Huh? So this man right here, you see me doing these techniques on it. He's equipped. He's a professional. He's only 15 years old right now. He's been teaching since he was 7 years old. I have other sons that are masters. That already they became. One I have here, he's a little debilitated, but he became a master at 18 years old because of his teaching is from 3 years old and up. You understand? So this is how we want to equip our people. You have to inculcate these things where they become instinctive movements. They don't have to, we're not supposed to have to think about it because we've practiced it over and over again, and it's become part of our subconscious, and we can bring it to our conscious mind whenever we want to. We can't just be trying to think about it. Well, I'm going to do this. A lot of people would ask me throughout the years, what would you do if I do this? Or what would you do if I do that? I don't know what I do. I practiced thousands and thousands of techniques. Whichever one come out, I hope it's the right one for you. Because I don't want to hurt you. But if you try to do something to me or my people, I don't know which one's going to come out. I don't know which one. So I'm like James Brown. You understand? I might slip on the split and come back up and go into another split. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I might go into some spinning wheel kicks or whatever. So, we have to make effort, though, on this knowledge and all facets of life so we can benefit ourselves, benefit our families, become productive individuals for society. So I'm going to let you see a little bit of how this young man moves at the age of 15. Khalil? This is a product of mine. We're not talking about fake art. We're talking about real power, manpower as a youth. Talking about real technique by the mercy of the Creator. Do a little bit of your bow staff. This is something he's just equipped. He has all these master brothers older than him. So you looking at the baby. You haven't seen my other. You're looking at the baby. Everyone's looking at the baby, not my older sons. So they taught him. You ain't seen this. Don't be trying to copy it. Come and learn it for real. We like to thank everyone here, and first and foremost, thank our Creator, the Almighty, Master of all. You can't even explain how great He is. Now we have to give it all to Him and equip ourselves and make an alliance with all those with the proper knowledge. May the Creator bless us all. Peace. Our organization is North American Self-Defense School of Peace. Allah reward you. May the Creator reward you.
Yes. Also, because I know y'all enjoy that. Oh my God. Yes. But you can reach Khalid through me. 440-406-6016. Once again, I only share things that have proof, because the proof is always going to lead you to the truth. And once again, I tell you, the reason why I am a wise man is because I surround myself with great teachers. With great teachers. How can I be wise if I don't have a teacher? That's why I'm a wise man, because I'm wise enough to know that somebody else got to teach me. Yes, self-defense. Matter of fact, Sunday, hopefully, I know y'all going to tune in because y'all know me. Sunday, I'm going to touch on this about self-defense because there's something. Once again, I know those who watching me already know who I am. You already know my culture because you see me. So it's not nothing because my knowledge helps all. But once again, because of the time that we in, I'm speaking to my culture to teach them how to rise again. But before you can rise, that little scene about self-defense, you need to learn how to go back home and take care of your family. How can you defend if you don't even defend your family? You have to learn to defend your family first, and then, only then, we can work together to help defend each other. But I'm talking about my culture, and I'm going to lift the other cultures up because y'all already do it. Y'all already do it. So we're just trying to join in. We're just trying to fit in. So I'm going to just have Vidah to come back up here, and she's going to close us out. And she's going to be watching me because Vidah get to talking, and she want to start a whole nother show. So come on over here, Vidah. Yes, this is her ending of the day. She's been doing this for a week. We are really, 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 really so thankful that you allowed us to come in the presence of such lovely people. We cannot do this without you. So we're really thankful that you allowed us into your home, to your job, to wherever you're listening to us at. We want to thank you for that. And so I'm just going to let Vidah close this out because this is her show. And here she go.
Right. Vidah Saeed, also known as VIDIVA. I also want to emphasize it's not only about self-defense today, but also about reestablishment of culture. So I know you remember when certain entities decided to take weapons out of our communities. Okay, when I would say no weapons formed against us shall prosper. So if that is a weapon to take away something that could protect us. So if we don't have that, we do have God. We do have the ability to defend that God gave, or the Creator gave every animal. So we could, if we don't have anything physical, we could use our hands or our feet or our minds. It's mind over matter. And brother, didn't you say that you all could, Brother Khalil, you said that you all could break a brick and break some wood, and you know the thickness of it is matter, but the mind can split it apart. Takes knowledge also. Take knowledge. So teach your children, because this here if you teach your children to self-defend, then that would prevent a lot of these murders out here. But not only that, we have to have form trust, love, unity, prosperity, greater health, leadership in the Black and international community before all this, to make it possible for us to direct our energies in the proper way, so that we will not annihilate each other. This is about no crime against each other. So I also want to say, as far as my people, I say, be like the bee and the hornet. If you know about the bee and the hornet, a human being could be afraid of a bee. A bee is this small, but a human being is like 1,000 times bigger. But they're afraid of them because when they don't mess with nobody, they don't mess with anyone unless they feel a serious threat. And then in that way, then that's when they attack. They'll take out their stingers and they will attack and they will sacrifice for the sake of their community, their colony. And that's, I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that. And here's...
Yes. Stay here, Vidah. We're just going to call Khalif back up. Stay, Vidah. Yes. We just want to say thank you, Vidah. Come back up. she be in her own world. She hitting the change going to come. We just want to say thank you once again. I'm just going to let Vidah say thank you to all the lovely people out there. And then we're going to close with Khalif saying thank you to all the people out there.
Sing that again. A change is going to come. I love you people. I thank you so much for listening. And I hope you tune in again to the next segment. And I thank Brother Khalil. And I'm about to... Love you.
I like to see which in the Arabic culture, they greet and say things in perspective. What I want to do is make a prayer for you because it's better than a thank you. We say in the Arabic culture that thank you belongs to the Creator because He's the one that's doing everything. But we make a prayer to the Creator for you. And this is more worth and more valuable that I say, may the Creator reward you for your kindness and for your goodness. So I'm making this prayer, which the original words are Jazakumullah khair. May the Creator Jazakumullah khair. May the Creator reward you for your goodness. Bye bye. Peace.
Yes. I like how he closed with that prayer. Once again, prayer is the key because prayer just means talk. That's all prayer means. So we're going to talk right now. We're going to talk to whoever your higher power is. And we're going to just say thank you for knowledge, understanding, wisdom, power, love, and of course, economics. We're just going to say thank you to our higher power for that. Our Creator, our Father, and whatever name that you call Him is cool with me. Once again, thank you. Enjoy your day. Stay. Because we are going to be victorious today. Stay blessed.